Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Uniformed Services University Class of 2020. I'm Captain Sean Hussey, Uniformed Services University Brigade Commander. Because of the global pandemic, USU will be holding several commencement ceremonies this year. Today is the first of those, this one in a virtual format, so that most of our medical students and graduate nursing students can receive their degrees 6 weeks early and immediately augment the Army, Navy, and Air Force medical departments and the Public Health Service as they address this worldwide crisis. We are joined online by several members of our Board of Regents, to include Surgeons General, and by senior military health system leaders, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and most importantly, the students of the Uniformed Services University and their families. At this time, let us pause for a moment of silence to honor those who have lost their lives in the current pandemic, as well as those men and women of the military health system who have given their lives in the line of duty and in service to our country. Today's ceremony is a formal recognition of remarkable achievements. Printed programs that include the names and next assignments of all of the students who are graduating will be provided to the students as mementos after the 2020 graduation events have occurred. Dr. Richard Thomas, the Uniformed Services University President, will now introduce our commencement speaker.
General James C. McConville serves as the 40th Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army. He's a graduate of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, New York. He holds a Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering from Georgia Institute of Technology and was a National Security Fellow at Harvard University. General McConville's command assignments include Commanding General of the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, where he also served as the Commanding General of the Combined Joint Task Force 101, Operation Enduring Freedom. Prior to that assignment, he was the Deputy Commanding General for support of the 101st Airborne Division and simultaneously served as the Deputy Commanding General for support of Combined Joint Task Force 101, Operation Enduring Freedom. General McConville also served as the commander of the 4th Brigade, 1st Cavalry Division, during Operation Iraqi Freedom. He was commander of the 2nd Squadron, 17th Cavalry Regiment, 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault. General McConville is a senior Army aviator. He's qualified in the AH-64 Delta, Longbow Apache, the OH-58 Kiowa Warrior, the AH-6, and the AH-1 Cobra, among other aircraft. His awards and decorations include 2 Distinguished Service Medals, 3 Legions of Merit, and 3 Bronze Star Medals. General McConville and his wife, Maria, have 3 children serving in the United States Army. General McConville.
Hello, this is General Jim McConville, the 40th Chief of Staff of the Army. I was looking forward to being with you all in person to celebrate this occasion next month, but the country is at war now. You are now part of a great tradition of officers rushing to graduate because a fight can't wait. Let me begin by telling you that I am very proud of you all. You have chosen a very honorable path in life. You have chosen to serve your nation in a time of war in the most respected institution in the country. You have chosen to serve your fellow man and woman as doctors, nurses, and medical professionals. What you're about to do is important, and what you're about to do is going to make a great difference. In the war against this invisible enemy, you doctors, nurses, scientists, and medical professionals will be the heroes in this fight. Thank you in advance for your service and what you're about to do. People first, winning matters.
Thank you, General McConville. It's now my pleasure to introduce the distinguished members of our university's Board of Regents. The Honorable Jonathan Woodson, our Chair. Dr. Ronald Blank. The Honorable Sheila Burke. Dr. Michael Johns. Dr. Kenneth Mortsugu. General Retired Richard Cody. Dr. Leo Rouse. The Honorable Gail Walensky. The Honorable Thomas McCaffrey. Lieutenant General R. Scott Dingle, U.S. Army Surgeon General. Rear Admiral Bruce Gillingham, U.S. Navy Surgeon General. Lieutenant General Dorothy Hogg, U.S. Air Force Surgeon General. and Vice Admiral Jerome Adams, the Surgeon General of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Regents, I want to extend a heartfelt congratulations to all USU graduates for your hard work, dedication, and achievements, particularly at this challenging time in the history of our nation and the world. The value of your skills and what you will do in your chosen profession will be important to all of humanity. You and your parents must know that you are the best of the best. The Board of Regents Award is the highest honor a graduating student can receive. The recipient must achieve a record of superior academic performance and professional excellence while demonstrating a strong commitment to serving fellow students and the larger community through personal service and leadership. The student must be a role model in leadership and scholarship, both as an individual and a team member, and have performed at the highest levels of duty and honor expected of a USU student. The award is given to an eligible student in each of the schools who unifies scholarship, leadership, and service. This year, the F. Edward Ebert School of Medicine's Medical Student Award is presented to Ensign Chandler Bennett, Medical Corps, United States Navy. The Daniel K. Inouye Graduate School of Nursing Student Award is presented to Major Amber Burkle, Army Nurse, United States Army. Congratulations to both recipients. You are outstanding representatives of USU students.
It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Carol Romano, Dean, Daniel K. Inouye Graduate School of Nursing, who will announce the Graduate School of Nursing Student and Faculty Awards and present the Graduate School of Nursing candidates for conferral of their degrees. Colonel Craig Budnich, Dean of Student Affairs and Commandant, will read the names of the graduates.
The Esprit de Corps Award recipient is selected annually by the members of the graduating class to recognize one of their own. It is my distinct pleasure this year to recognize Major Angeline Brown. The following Daniel K. Inouye Graduate School of Nursing faculty members have distinguished themselves by personal example, professional knowledge, and genuine care and concern for each of their students. The Outstanding Advanced Practice Registered Nurse Uniformed Faculty Award is given to Commander Kenneth Radford. The Outstanding Advanced Practice Registered Nurse Civilian Faculty Award is given to Dr. Laura Taylor. President Thomas, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate School of Nursing, I present the following candidate for the degree Master of Science in Nursing.
Major Mark Lentz, Adult Gerontology Clinical Nurse Specialist.
By virtue of the authority vested in the university by the Congress of the United States, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, and with the concurrence of the University Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Science in Nursing, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Welcome to your new responsibilities in healthcare.
President Thomas, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate School of Nursing, I present the following candidates for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice. The names of nurse anesthesia students who will complete graduation requirements next month but not receive their degree until May will be read aloud as well.
The following graduate is receiving the degree as Adult Gerontology Clinical Nurse Specialist. Dr. Albert Knight. The following graduates are receiving the degree as Family Nurse Practitioners. Dr. Yashika Edwards, Dr. Edwin Fernandez, Dr. Virginia Frazier, Dr. Joshua Geiger, Dr. Vanya Gibbons, Dr. Miranda Horn, Dr. Michael Jessup, Dr. Jeffrey Obia, Dr. Marita Prince, Dr. Matthew Simmons, Dr. Christopher Stedman, Dr. Matthew Watson. The following graduates are receiving the degree as Family Nurse Practitioner, Women's Health Nurse Practitioners. Dr. Amber Burkle, Dr. Angeline Brown, Dr. Diane Costa, Dr. Melissa Everidge, Dr. Sarah Hervey, Dr. Margaret Martin, Dr. Nicholas Robertson, Dr. Megan Scott, Dr. Regina Thorpe, Dr. Adrian Veason. The following graduates are receiving the degree as Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioners. Dr. Rebecca Briones, Dr. Donnell Clark, Dr. Dennis Flynn, Dr. Jamie Moore, Dr. Billy Wynn, Dr. Jasmine Peterson, Dr. Nicole Spessard Langfield. The following graduates are receiving the degree as Women's Health Nurse Practitioners. Dr. Lee Kimmel, Dr. Jasmine Shawell. The following nurse anesthesia students will complete their graduation requirements and receive their degree in May. Captain Ryan Abraham, Major Lauren Anderson, Lieutenant Jason Belaise, Lieutenant Joy Bautista, Lieutenant Larry Beasley, Lieutenant Jean Frederick Blaze, Lieutenant Melissa Bocan, Lieutenant Julia Camp, Major Kyle Chrisman, Lieutenant Brian Curtis, Lieutenant Devin Dan, Lieutenant Sean Dunstan, Lieutenant Rafael Garcia, Captain Melissa Haynes, Lieutenant Jeremy Moore, Lieutenant Kelly Nagel, Lieutenant Gregory Nevenin, Major Stacy O'Donnell, Lieutenant Erica Pappenfuss, Lieutenant Aaron Patterson, Lieutenant Hannah Parker, Lieutenant Uriah Paul, Lieutenant Christopher Payne, Lieutenant David Sternbaum, Lieutenant Keenert Teo, Captain Amanda Vance, Captain Daisha Wilson.
By virtue of the authority vested in the university by the Congress of the United States, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the concurrence of our University Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Welcome to your new responsibilities in healthcare.
It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Arthur Kellerman, Dean, F. Edward Hebert School of Medicine, who will announce the School of Medicine Student and Faculty Awards and will introduce the faculty member who will announce the School of Medicine candidates.
The Esprit de Corps Award recipient is selected annually by members of the graduating class to recognize one of their own. By tradition, the name is kept secret until this moment. It is my distinct pleasure this year to recognize Second Lieutenant Mark Gutierrez, The following School of Medicine faculty members have distinguished themselves by personal example, professional knowledge, and deep care and concern for their students. The Carol J. Johns Medal is the highest honor the faculty can bestow on a colleague. The 2020 Carol J. Johns Medal is awarded to Dr. Martin Odolini. The medical graduates award the Outstanding Uniform Faculty 2020 William P. Clements Jr. Award to Lieutenant Colonel Gregory Charney. The medical graduates award the 2020 Outstanding Civilian Educator Award to Dr. David Mears. President Thomas, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Medicine, I invite Colonel Aaron Seguil, who served as the school's Associate Dean of Recruitment and Admissions when the class of 2020 matriculated to USU, to present the following candidates' conferral of the degree, Doctor of Medicine. At the request of their classmates, the names of 7 students who have met all graduation requirements but will not receive their degree until May 16 will be read aloud as well. Colonel Seguil.
Dr. Vivek Matthew Abraham. Dr. Eric Sherald Adams. Dr. Zachary Cyrus Afrin. Dr. David Manuel Ailman Reyes. Dr. Aaron Allen Dogan. Dr. Stephanie Grace Anderson. Dr. Cody Ross Ashcroft. Dr. Elizabeth Colleen Barrett. Dr. Kathleen Elizabeth Bathan. Dr. Stephen Christopher Bell. Dr. Devin Bell. Dr. Chandler Marie Bennett. Dr. John M. Black. Dr. Claude Alex Blereau. Dr. Jacob Blotter. Dr. Brent Mitchell Bodley. Dr. Quinn Daniel Bott. Dr. Derek Paul Brady. Dr. Aaron Jeffrey Brown. Dr. Christian Alexander Burgos Sanchez. Dr. Leonie Tara Campbell. Dr. Rachel Dorina Campbell. Dr. Stephen Francis Capon. Dr. Gerardo Enrique Capo Dosel. Dr. Molly Elizabeth Chandler. Dr. Eric Chen. Dr. Kevin Shaw Chen. Dr. Joseph Adam Chilbert. Dr. Neil Gordon Clark. Dr. Stacy Lynn Cook. Dr. Anthony Raymond Cox Jr. Dr. Min Kui. Dr. Henry Graham Danchi. Dr. Ashton Deloise Daniel. Dr. Garrett Warren Davis. Dr. Marco Jose Dela Cruz. Dr. Caitlin Nicole Dempsey. Dr. Billy Cameron Denley. Dr. Jeremy Theron Drencon. Dr. David Ediger. Dr. Jessica Ecker. Dr. Jeffrey Scott Elliott. Dr. Casey Ray Irwin. Dr. David Connor Evans. Dr. Candace Flagg. Dr. Nathaniel Dean Ford. Dr. Stone Allen Frankfurt. Dr. Frederick Charles Frost. Dr. Matthew William George. Dr. Sidney A. Giblin. Dr. Stephen James Gibson. Dr. Caitlin Nicole Gonsolin. Dr. Lawrence Charles Gray II. Dr. Ashley Marie Green Lott. Dr. Abigail Greenwell, Dr. Mark R. Gutierrez, Dr. Rachel Hayen Hahn, Dr. Michael Corwin Harding, Dr. Zachary Andrew Haynes, Dr. Eric Michael Hegeman, Dr. Lauren Margaret Hayda, Dr. Matthew John Horch, Dr. Christopher Michael Husson, Dr. Jared Andrew Ingersoll, Dr. Maxwell Jensen, Dr. Kenneth James Johnson, Dr. Nolan Neal Jones, Dr. Connor Kelly, Dr. Hannah Kelly, Dr. Lauren Elizabeth Kenny, Dr. Sean Kyung-sun Kim, Dr. Marilyn Elaine Kimbrough, Dr. Ryan Wilgus Kissinger, Dr. Michael Anali Kostenko, Dr. Sheena Elisa Kravitz, Dr. Courtney Alexandra Lamb, Dr. Kira Law Eglinton, Dr. Michael Jeremy Lawson, Dr. Jim Diamond Lee, Dr. Rebecca Sori Lee, Dr. Renee Susan Lemieux, Dr. Alexander Dan Bong Lee, Dr. David Allen Lieb II, Dr. Jan Christian Lindefeld, Dr. John Randall Lindley, Dr. Matthew Christopher Little, Dr. Casey Joseph Lockett, Dr. Morgan Nicole Lundstrom, Dr. Raimundo Marcello, Dr. Marianne Andrea McCartney, Dr. Matthew John McGurr, Dr. Elizabeth Campbell McMillan, Dr. Charles Jeremy Mears, Dr. Joe Thomas Murfield, Dr. Brittany Ann Myers, Dr. Cody Austin Miner, Dr. Sarah Michelle Mongold, Dr. Nicholas Anthony Moran, Dr. Connor David Murphy, Dr. Jessica Lynn Nelson, Dr. Russell Ernest Newkirk, Dr. Thomas Ryan O'Leary, Dr. Taylor Marie O'Neill, Dr. Katie Della Justina Osborne, Dr. Songwa Esther Park, Dr. Jerry Andrew Peer, Dr. Carissa Janine Peckney, Dr. Virginia Ann Phillips, Dr. Natalie Pisciano, Dr. David Pratico, Dr. Monica Magel Permalek, Dr. Stephen A. Radloff, Dr. Emily Rose Raffetto, Dr. Eli Thomas Ranasis, Dr. Tyler John Ray, Dr. Taylor Rebecca Reffett, Dr. Joshua Richter, Dr. Paolo Quentin Rigo, Dr. Valencia Dennis Rogan, Dr. Samantha Nicole Rowden, Dr. John Sanchez, Dr. Stephanie Scaramella, Dr. Philip Shannon, Dr. Joel Sherding, Dr. Stephanie Sherding, Dr. Gregory Stickler Schmidt, Dr. Jasmine Alexander Scott, Dr. Krista Shaw, Dr. Derek Smart, Dr. John Sommerfelt, Dr. Brian Stack, Dr. Ryan Sumter, Dr. Benjamin Michael Taylor, Dr. Mary Ann Thomas, Dr. Jenna Tribble, Dr. Tora Jean Tornbaum, Dr. Lydia Cam Trong, Dr. Michael Schutte, Dr. Francesca Gabrielle Ursua, Dr. Spencer Van Dakar, Dr. Alan Veneer, Dr. Philip Michael Vasquez, Dr. Charisse Nicole Villarreal, Dr. Patricia Vu, Dr. Christian Wade, Dr. Eleanor Elizabeth Wade, Dr. Tirza Wendy Prince Waite, Dr. James Ross Ward, Dr. Bradley Watkins, Dr. Matthew Clay Welch, Dr. Olivia Montooth Welker, Dr. Paige White, Dr. Danielle Wilkin, Dr. Jordan Williams, Dr. Amma Winland, Dr. Siona Wolfgram, Dr. Rachel Ann Wolinski, Dr. Catherine Ann Woodard, Dr. Sarah Louise Wright, Dr. Jacob Mickey Wise, Dr. Johnny Yang, Dr. Jonathan Yu, Dr. Kyle Yuan, Dr. Lucy Yuan, Dr. Ivan Lu Yu, Dr. Timothy Zerhusen, Dr. Artemisa Anais Zuazo, Dr. Sidney Sven,
By virtue of the authority vested in the university by the Congress of the United States, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the concurrence of our University Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Medicine, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Welcome to this ancient and honorable profession.
I invite all physicians who have joined us today, wherever you may be, to stand and join our medical school graduates in reciting the Hippocratic Oath. Although we won't be able to hear you, I encourage you to speak the words aloud. Members of the class of 2020, you swore the oath of Hippocrates as you entered this medical school. It has guided your conduct as students of medicine and should continue to guide you going forward. Physicians and graduates, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will be loyal to the profession of medicine and just and generous to its members, that I will lead my life and practice my art in uprightness and honor, that into whatsoever home I shall enter, it shall be for the good of the sick and the well, to the utmost of my power, and that I will hold myself aloof from wrong and from corruption and from tempting of others to vice. That I will exercise my art solely for the cure of my patients and the prevention of disease, and will give no drugs and perform no operation for a criminal purpose, nor suggest such thing. That whatsoever I shall see or hear of the lives of any person which is not fitting to be spoken, I will keep secret. These I do promise, and in proportion as I am faithful to this oath, may happiness and good repute be ever mine. The opposite, if I shall be forsworn. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Ladies and gentlemen, having received their medical doctorates, these 168 members of the School of Medicine class of 2020 will now take their oath as commissioned officers in their respective services. The Surgeons General will now commission the graduates in their branch of service. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to welcome Lieutenant General Scott Dingell, the Surgeon General of the United States Army, to confer the oath of office to the United States Army medical graduates.
Hello, graduates. Congratulations. Many are called, few are chosen, and yet even fewer have the distinct honor of graduating from the Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences. I also like to congratulate your family members for their help and their support to you during your achievement of this great honor. The mission of Army medicine is to conserve the fighting strength, and you are joining the ranks of some of the finest healthcare professionals in the world. Congratulations. At this time, please stand, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your full name. Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States in the grade of captain, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
It is now my pleasure to welcome Rear Admiral Bruce Gillingham, USU class of 1986, the Surgeon General of the United States Navy. Admiral Gillingham will now administer the oath to our Navy medical graduates.
United States Navy graduates, please stand, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your name, do solemnly affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations, graduates. The Fleet Marine Force awaits you. Go Navy, beat Army.
It is my pleasure to welcome Lieutenant General Dorothy Hogg, the Surgeon General of the United States Air Force, who will administer the oath to the Air Force medical graduates.
Congratulations on earning your medical degree. I'm sure no one thought we would be where we are today. Just when you thought graduation was going to give you a little bit of breathing room, not yet. As the world's greatest medical service, we are facing historic times today against an invisible enemy called COVID-19. And each of you are going to be incredibly important to this fight and to our success as a military health system. And you guys will be front and center in this fight. Thank you for choosing the military profession and thank you for what each of you will do in the coming months ahead. They will be stressful and they will be difficult, but you are joining an incredible team, and together we will get through this. Be safe, stay strong. I need you, and your country needs you. Now let's make this official. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been appointed a captain in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
It is my pleasure to welcome Vice Admiral Jerome Adams, the Surgeon General of the United States, who will administer the oath of office to our Public Health Service graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas, and congratulations to Ensign Bott and Ensign Harding on this monumental accomplishment. Would you both please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I state your name, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely and without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. Lieutenant Bott, Lieutenant Harding, allow me to be the first to welcome you to the United States Public Health Service Commissioned Corps medical category. Although we are at war with COVID-19, we still have our central work to do to protect, promote, and advance the health and safety of our nation. So congratulations once again, and I wish you the best.
Thank you, General Dingell, Admiral Gillingham, General Hogg, and Admiral Adams for your participation in today's ceremony. I know our graduates are excited to begin their careers as uniformed medical officers in support of our great nation. And I'm very pleased to now share a brief video message for all of today's graduates from one of our strongest supporters, U.S. Senator Chris Van Hollen.
Greetings to all of you, the Uniformed Services University Class of 2020. Congratulations. I wish we could all be gathered in person, but under the circumstances, it's an honor to address this virtual graduation. USU is a unique world-class university. Your predecessors populate the top ranks of healthcare professionals in the armed services, the U.S. Public Health Service, and they're among the finest researchers in the world on TBI, PTSD, and other health challenges facing our service members and our country. I've long been a supporter of your work, and as a senator from Maryland, I'm proud that this national treasure has its home in our state. For those of you from elsewhere, I hope you've had a chance to eat some Maryland crabs with Old Bay seasoning during your time here. As you embark on your tours of duty, I know President Thomas, Dean Kellerman, Dean Romano, and the entire USU faculty have prepared you well. You're ready to continue to serve our country in this new capacity. By graduating early, you follow in the footsteps of other military university students who finished early or entered into service at times of peril, like then future President Jimmy Carter, and before him, future President Dwight Eisenhower during World War I. And early graduation hasn't been done in more than 7 decades. And that is a reflection of the gravity of the challenge before us. As most Americans practice social distancing, you are headed to the front lines to fight the COVID-19 epidemic. The public health crisis underscores the importance of USU to our nation, a unique school with a vitally important mission. And its graduates, all of you, combine superb healthcare expertise with top leadership skills. USU grads have served our country for over 50 years, and the country and Congress must provide you with all the resources you need to defeat the coronavirus. As new needs arise, I promise to do everything possible to ensure that you have all the tools and protective equipment you need in this fight. Our nation needs help, and this battlefield promotion is the moment for each of you to do exactly what you, more than any other physicians and nurses, are trained to do. Work in austere conditions, bring order from chaos, deploy to new environments on short notice, and stand up new facilities. Be leaders wherever you go. We don't know how long this public health crisis will last, but we do know this: your knowledge, your skill, your patriotism and compassion will help our country weather the storm and emerge strong on the other side. Your coolness under pressure will save lives. This is the time to show what you can do. Thank you, and Godspeed.
Thank you, Senator Van Hollen. There have been few events in our nation's recent history that have impacted our country the way this COVID-19 global health emergency has. So many lives lost, so many people seriously ill, and so many others quarantined to help stop the spread of this virus. The virus hasn't discriminated. It's affected the elderly and the young, professional athletes, healthcare professionals, people from all walks of life, and many of us personally know people who have been affected. But this pandemic has also brought our nation together as we work to try to stop the spread and keep our citizens safe. Not surprisingly, our country's leaders have turned to the military, particularly our military health system, and to the U.S. Public Health Service for help. This is what we are prepared for, and this is what we do. This university has a significant role in this response. We have led in the development of the DoD's COVID-19 practice management guidelines, which are now being adopted by not only the military, but civilian healthcare providers. Our researchers are working on vaccines and other treatments. They're testing the efficacy of personal protective equipment. Our IT staff have been key to the development of apps and programs to check and report symptoms. Our faculty have been called to serve on DoD and White House task forces. They serve as experts to the services for clinical care, infectious disease transmission, mental health, medical ethics, and many other areas. Our graduates are also right in the thick of things. They're part of the White House task forces. They also are at the front line, and they serve behind the scenes with Health and Human Services and the CDC. They're aboard the Comfort and the Mercy. And they're also at various field hospitals that are being set up at places throughout the nation. They're overseas on bases in hard-hit Italy and Spain, ensuring our troops and their families are protected and cared for. They're in the labs. They're in our military treatment facilities, working day and night, caring for those who have been affected. Because wherever there's need, you can bet that there's a USU graduate already there. This is who we are, and this is what we do. As you prepare to join your colleagues in the military health system and the public health service, please remember that none of us reach this milestone on our own. Your success is due in no small part to the support of your classmates, your faculty, site coordinators, residents, administrative staff, and countless others. They've helped you along the way. Most of all, you owe a great debt to your family and to your friends. Please join me now in a round of applause for all of them. Lastly, we know that this hasn't really been the kind of graduation that you and your families have dreamed of. But we hope to have another celebration, this time in person, with all of our graduates and families to recognize those accomplishments later in the year. Again, congratulations, graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's virtual commencement. On behalf of the entire university, I would like to congratulate all of our graduates. We would also like to express our gratitude to the many USU community members whose outstanding efforts helped to orchestrate this very unique and historic ceremony.